How's it going, guys? It's Retro and welcome to the SMG4 Character Tier List. How it works is pretty much simple. I give opinions to characters from the SMG4 series and rank them into tiers. As some of you know, I'm clearly a fan of SMG4 and it is one of my favorite channels of all time. One of the reasons why SMG4 is one of my favorite channels are the characters. So I thought of a good idea to rank some of the characters in a tier list. This video will be split into two parts. Part 1 is where I rank the SMG4 gang, aka the main characters of the series, and some of the anti-cast because why not. And part 2 is where I rank some recurring and classic characters. Before we get started on this video, I just want to clarify that this is just my personal opinion. If you guys want to agree or disagree, then feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you want more tier list videos and other stuff, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. But anyways, let's get this video started, shall we? And what better way to start this video is to rank the one who started this channel, SMG4.
Hey! Talking to you! Bird! Bird! Oh, damn!
SMG4 is one of the main characters of the SMG4 series, and also one of the 5 members of the Super Meme Guardians, a group where they protect their avatars, like Mario. What I like about him is obvious. He's the one who started this series in the first place. He also has a good personality, being addicted to memes in a good way possible. Besides, he's trying to be funny by having quality humor. Overall, SMG4 seems like a great guy who loves memes, and as a result, I'm gonna have to rank SMG4 in S tier, which is a great start for this video. Next up, we have an Italian plumber who can be retarded most of the time, and that plumber is none other than Mario.
Super Mario 2! Luigi's drunk again!
That is my impression of Nintendo advertising.
Mario is an Italian plumber who is the main protagonist of the SMG4 series. He is also the avatar of both SMG4 and SMG3. Mario is like the star of the show, mostly because he is idiotic, in a good way. He is so stupid it is funny at the same time. Besides, he is the most funniest character in the SMG4 series. However, despite his idiotic personality, he deeply cares for his friends, like when he comforts Maggie during the anime arc. The downsides are that Mario can be sometimes overrated, but not as overrated as Maggie. Plus, he causes havoc and drives everyone insane. But despite the downsides, I do think that Mario is one of my favorite characters, so I'm gonna put Mario in S tier. Next, we have another plumber, but this time with a weird personality, and that person is Luigi.
No, silente, no conecte, no conecte.
Luigi is a green plumber, and of course, Mario's brother. And I don't really have much to say about him. I mean, he can be bland sometimes, as well as being a weird person, but I don't really have much more to say about him. Sure, he was willing to help his friends in need, and I can give him credit for that, but I don't know. I don't really hate him, nor love him. It's just that he's not really my type. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put Luigi in C tier. Sorry to all the people who are fans of this character, but I don't think that he's gonna rank any higher than this. Our next character is much more exciting. She is formerly an Inkling who is one of the most popular characters out there. Get ready, because Maggie is the next character to rank.
Peaceful, big egg!
Maggie is a antagonist in the SMG4 series, who is formerly an Inkling in her debut, but transformed into a human being during the anime arc. And I can understand why Maggie is popular in the first place. You see, Maggie has a cool but lovable personality, being a fearless and athletic person who loves action and never gives up her dreams. She even stars in the spin-off series, Sunset Paradise, which is a great series by the way, and you can catch all 10 episodes of Sunset Paradise on the Glitch channel, link is in the description. Anyways, despite having a cool personality and other things, there is a big downside for Maggie. Not to offend anyone who are fans of Maggie, but she is probably the most overrated in the SMG4 series, and probably controversial too. But I don't really care about her being overrated, so I'm just gonna put Maggie in S tier. Next, we have a character with a robotic hand, who is originally in another series, and that character is Tori.
Wow! Yes! Okie dokie! Nice! Haha! Ooh!
As you may know, Tori is a cyborg girl, who is also the main character of another series, Metal Runner, but SMG4 decided to bring Tori to the SMG4 world during the Luigi arc. What I like about her is her personality. Just like her Metal Runner itself, she can be a bit shy, but despite being shy, she is mostly friendly, being a kind, cheerful, and innocent person to others. Of course, she's also superior at video games, and can sometimes use her robotic arm for such things, just like in Metal Runner. Although she's not as good as Maggie and Mario, we can all agree that Tori is a good person, mostly because of her friendly habits. So I'm gonna put Tori in A tier. Next, we have a character who speaks Japanese, and is originally inside of her program. It's Psycho.
Oh yay, it worked! Hi, Psycho!
Psycho is a character who is originally in a dating simulator until she was brought to life by fishy bookends. As many of you know, Psycho has some anger issues, having a psychopathic behavior ever since bookends stumped her in her debut. But despite this, Psycho deeply cares for her friends. She even teamed up with them to ruin Bob's rapping career by creating the diss track Darkest Hour, which is an absolute banger. Plus, she also has some good potential. Overall, if she can reduce her anger issues just a little bit, then maybe I can rank her higher. But for now, I'm putting Psycho at B tier. Alright, next up, we have a character who is a lazy but more of a powerful human who is originally a fruit, Melanie. Melanie is a character who is a antagonist of the Genesis arc, but also a protagonist after the Revelations arc. She is originally just a fruit until she transformed into a human with a fierce deity mask. Melanie is a cute, but also one of the most powerful characters in the SMG4 series. Example of this is when she uses her deity powers to take down Zero in the Revelations movie. She also wants to protect her friends at all times. However, there are also other things that I love about her. I love her design and look overall, and let's not forget her relationship with Axel, which is pretty heartwarming. The only downsides are her laziness, which often makes her weak, and can be overrated sometimes. But I'm fine with her being lazy and overrated. Overall, she is so close to being an S tier. So close. If she keeps up in protecting her friends, reduce her laziness a bit, and not be overrated, then I'll rank her in S tier. But for now, I'm putting Melanie in A tier. For now. Alright guys, the next character is a Spike who is a fan of anime, and that Spike is Fishy Boopkins.
Hello! I am Fishy Boopkins, the rarest creature of the sea. What?
Fishy Boopkins, also known as Boopkins for short, is a spike known as the various creature of the sea. He is also the first character in SMG4 history to have full voice acting, without any subtitles. And I'm about to get this out of my chest and say this: Boopkins is my number one favorite character in the SMG4 series. Barosha Galaxy, why is Boopkins your favorite character? He's weak, unintelligent, and annoying. If you stop asking me questions, I will explain why, Confundamus. Sure, he can be these things, but aside from that, there are literally a lot of things I love about Boopkins. First of all, he has a lovable personality, being the most friendly and innocent character out of the SMG4 gang. He also can be funny sometimes, but not as funny as Mario and Bob though. Another thing I love about him is his voice. Some people think that his voice is weird or can even be sometimes annoying. But for me, I really think that his voice is pretty unique. I do not know why, but still. Also, his friendship with Bob can also be unique as well, due to the fact that Boopkins and Bob have opposite personalities. While Boopkins is friendly and kind, Bob's personality can be the opposite of that. And last but not least, he is one of the most underrated characters in the gang. I saw that most people have Mario, Maggie, or even Melody as their favorite characters, but I don't see many people love Boopkins as much. There are not much downsides about him, but one of his downsides is his anime addiction, which can be unhealthy, but I don't mind of him being addicted to anime. After all, there are some people who can be addicted to anime. And besides, everyone has addictions. Even I have an addiction, where I stay in my bedroom watching YouTube videos all the time. But overall, I don't care if he's unintelligent, I don't care if he's weak, and I don't even care about him being annoying. What I care is that Boopkins will always be my favorite character. And as a result, I'm definitely going to place Fishy Boopkins in double S tier, the highest tier in the entire tier list. Congratulations, Boopkins, you deserve it. Alright, next up we have a foul-mouthed Garo, who is formerly a rapper. And that Garo is Bob.
No time to waste, I'm on a death watch. Rising up the enemy is the next stop. Scared came bounty, thoughts not cloudy. Chainsaw, make your brains roll, don't doubt me. Put your life on the line to survive. This game of death, you must thrive. Stay clear, cause the world is mine. And the right fist backs every word of my lines.
I still got it!
Bob is a Garo who lives in a dumpster. He is also an antagonist of the rapper Bob Bark. As many of you know, in earlier videos, Bob was a selfish Garo who only cares for himself. However, he went too far when he was a rapper in the rapper Bob Bark, and do such things from betraying Boopkins by pushing him into a well, to hitting his friends on TV with a diss track. The good thing was that he managed to redeem himself thanks to Luigi, and end his rapping career to spend time with his friends. As of today, he now cares for his friends. Well, sometimes, not all the time. He still tends to be selfish and only cares for himself even after redeeming himself. But despite this, there are now some things that I like or love. The biggest upside of him is that I mostly find him funny. He is probably one of the funniest out of the SMG4 gang besides Mario. Especially when he says "oh my ovaries" multiple times.
Oh my ovaries! Oh my ovaries!
Overall, I used to hate him due to what he did on the rapper Bob Bark. But after he redeemed himself, and I find him very funny, I decided to love him more than I hate him, despite all the bad stuff he done. Which makes me put Bob in S tier, for the humor. Next, we have a villain who wants to go over SMG4's channel. It's SMG3.
Sorry, lads, game's ending early. I'm a power-hungry man in a bit of a hurry. With all these rules you're expected to comply, here's a rule called You're Gonna Die!
SMG3 is mainly the arch-nemesis of SMG4, but also one of the super meme guardians. SMG3 is one of the main antagonists of the SMG4 series, being a show-up to SMG4 and doing evil things, especially the YouTube arc, when SMG3 took over SMG4's channel with the help of the entire cast and also the YouTube remote. However, despite being evil, SMG3 does have some good humor and sometimes funny. Also, he teamed up with SMG4 sometimes, mostly in the Genesis arc, even though he doesn't want to. He even takes care of dead memes in the end of the graveyard, to avoid them from being corrupted. So overall, SMG3 is probably my favorite villain in the series, as he have a lot of potential in his hands. So I'm putting SMG3 on B tier. Alright, so next, we have a character who is Tori's rival in both SMG4 and Meta Runner, and that is Belle. Like I said before, Belle is the rival of Tori, who is also from the Meta Runner series. And just like Luigi, there is almost nothing much to say about her. I know she joined the SMG3 in the YouTube arc, but I have no words for her. The only thing I'm gonna say about her, however, is that due to her decreased appearances, she is probably the most bland out of the anti-cast. But there is nothing much else to say about her. So because of that, I'm putting Belle in C tier. Next up, we have a character who can be a simp sometimes. Whimpu.
Africa! Make my wife
Hold onさん
Hey, who's playing that?
ハロー Have you tried this new game? The wife is very much better.
Mario Tennis.
Hoops, long game.
Tennis.
Let's get some
Tennis.
tonight.
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Whimpu is a character who also had an interest in anime, just like Boopkins. And I don't know. I think that Whimpu is not really my type. He has a really weird personality sometimes, just like Luigi, being a simp to others most of the time. He also can be one of the weakest characters in the series. Overall, I'm not really a fan of this character. He's not a bad person, but he's more of a weird person to me. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put Whimpu into C tier. Next, we have a character who is the brother of Fishy Boopkins, and that character is Job Job.
Wow! Ooh! Ah! Hit the baby! Ah! No!
Mario! Hi, little guy. What's your name?
Oh! Yay!
Jub Jub. Jub Jub? Okay, I'll call you Jub Jub.
Jub is a character who is Boopkin's brother, and to be honest, I think Jub is a good character. Not only because he's the brother of Boopkins, but I like how he says his name, which is pretty cute. He also has a good design overall. The leaf on his head makes a nice touch, by the way. The only downside is that he can be sometimes annoying, but overall, I think that Jub is a cute character, which makes me put him on B tier. Alright guys, this will be the final character for part 1 of this video, and that character is a scarecrow who has an interest in corn, and that is Rob the Scarecrow. Rob is a scarecrow who is owned by a Minecraft character, Steve. Just like Jub, Rob also has a good design. He is also addicted to corn in a good way, and sometimes says corn multiple times, which is funny. I do not know why, but whatever. So to end part 1 of this video, I'm going to put Rob in B tier. But anyways, that's going to be it for part 1 of the SMG4 Character Tier List. Please stay tuned for part 2 of this video next month, where we rank both recurring and classic characters. But if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single video. But until next time, this is Russia Galaxy, signing out.